For the first step, we'll put 3.5 cups of flour, 5 teaspoons of yeast, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 cup of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of this secret ingredient of mine, which has been a real game changer in my food and snack recipes. I'll share what it is later in the video. We'll mix this with a whisk or a spoon until it's well combined. When this is effectively combined, we'll add 1/4 cup of water to this mix and stir for a while. Then we'll add 4 tablespoons of the butter and stir all until it comes together. Before I mention my secret ingredient from before, I would like you to know that I used warm water in mixing my flour because it allows your flour to rise faster compared to cold water. Don't stop stirring this until every bit of flour is dissolved and you get a wet sticky dough like this. We'll scatter some flour on a clean surface and transfer our dough to it. Then we'll also scatter some flour on our dough and begin to knead it like this. Kneading your donut well is important in donut making. It's just like sugar is to pancakes. Your pancakes will not make much sense if you didn't add good amounts of sugar to them. In the same way, kneading your dough gives it a better structure which you need for good donuts. Before step 2, we'll knead our dough for 8 to 10 minutes. Scatter some flour into a bowl and then transfer our dough into the bowl. We'll cover it and put it in a warm place till it doubles in size. After our dough has doubled in size, we'll scatter some flour on our work surface and transfer our dough to it. Do the same thing I'm about to do. Now that our dough has been flattened, we'll go on to cut it. As I promised earlier, I'm going to show you 2 methods for this. The first one is the cup and cork method, and the second one is using this cutter. Firstly, for the cutter. And then the cup and cork. Transfer your donut pieces to a tray or somewhere warm and leave them to rise for some time. I'll mention how long this should be later. Our donuts are ready to be fried after being left in a warm place for 8 minutes. However, steps 4 and 5 are important and you should look out for them. We'll flip our donuts constantly, frying them till we get a golden brown color. I discovered some important things you should always do when working with fried donuts or pastries, and I'll show you how important this is to you also, with something that happened to me some time ago. I was in my finals at the university working on my project at that time. I was also head of the workers at my church, and in the midst of all of this, I began to make pastries to get some money. But my pastries were bad at first. Then I learned some things that were key to me in my pastry making, and I began to get better pastries consistently and even made some money too. I'll mention how much I made that time later in the video. These are 2 important things I learned during those times. 1. If you want healthy and good looking pastries, transfer your fried pastries to a paper towel or a clean piece of paper to collect excess oil from your pastries. And number 2, see this. It is lidded at the top. If you store your pastries in anything lidded after frying them, moisture will collect on them and they will become soggy and bad. Instead, leave your pastries in a clean and open space till they cool, so much that you don't feel heat when you hold them in your hands. Now we'll be making my healthy donut glaze recipe. We'll add half a cup of sugar, half a cup of flour, a teaspoon of cinnamon to a bowl, a teaspoon of my secret ingredient from earlier, which I'll mention later. Then we'll pour a cup of milk into the same bowl and mix it all till it combines. Most importantly, we'll do this. Measure 4 tablespoons of butter into your mixture and mix it thoroughly until it combines well, then set it aside. Before I show us the last and most important part of my process, I would like you to know that I'll be sharing easy snack and food recipes over the coming weeks. Therefore, you should subscribe now so you don't miss any of them. For the final step, take your donuts and dip each one of them into the glaze till it's well coated, then dry it on a rack. I improvised a rack here because I don't have one and you can too. Now, if you like cheap but delicious donut like me, you would also like this easy donut recipe that I made without milk, egg and butter. So click this video if you want to learn that too. By the way, I made close to 30,000 naira making pastries while I was at school. And the secret ingredient from before is ginger powder.